living in California. Why not get a nose job? You know, like everyone would suggest that. I mean, I guess I considered it when I was in my mid-teens, maybe. And then, you know, I ended up dating someone for a really long time who said that his favorite thing about me was my nose, and he's like, "You ever change it, I'll never speak to you again." He's like, "It makes you really unique and beautiful." I think that really helped me to get over things, and I think definitely just in my early 20s I just decided, you know what, I think that being different and unique is amazing, and I don't want to look like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. And then eventually I just got completely over it and just became really confident. Everything is just about knowing like what works for you and for your body. I don't think that you have to be a certain size or anything to be pretty or look amazing. I just think that you have to wear what looks good on you. You know, put clothes on, nothing like that's too big or too small. You know, it has to just fit you right and accentuate the things that you are trying to put out there. I'm from Long Beach, California, and I grew up in Southern California, 2 different spots, Long Beach and Upland. I went to high school there, and I've lived in New York for 6.5 years. I was 23 when I moved here, and it was to pursue my career as a makeup artist. You know, so it's been great just getting to travel, and then also getting to work with people that I've looked up to forever. You know, I've gotten to work with like Patrick DeMarchelier and Peter Lindbergh and Annie Leibovitz and some really legendary photographers, so I'm really lucky to have been able to do that. I used to do ballet. I was a ballerina for 8 years, and I danced in a company in California. I was going to go into a bigger company, but around 17, 18 I decided it's not really what I wanted to do anymore. I kind of lost the passion for it. Ballet is a really insane world. Like, people can be really crazy, and you're isolated a lot of the time. It's very competitive. It's a very small world. You know, you do strive for perfection. You're very hard on yourself. Nothing ever seems to be quite perfect or quite right. I'm really close to my parents, and I think they're both really amazing people. My mom has always been like a cool mom. Like, she doesn't like go over the top and wear inappropriate things. Obviously she dresses like age appropriate, but always like looks really together, looks really nice. My dad is like, I mean, he's just, you know, typical dad. He's really into Harley, so he has a Harley. He wears a lot of that, you know, Harley shirts and stuff like that. I'm inspired by films that I see, music, art, fashion, obviously other people's, you know, projects that they've done in the past, like old editorials from like decades ago. I mean, I've gotten to travel a lot for my job, so I think that's been kind of the best part of doing this, is getting to go to some really amazing and different places. I get that I look like Cher from the 60s all the time. I can show you, I have albums that my mom has bought me that I look exactly like the cover, which is astounding. The Factory's 60s really inspire me. Edie Sedgwick is like a huge icon. I think New York in the 60s is something I've always kind of glamorized in a way and wished I could have been a part of. You know, like I love 60s music. I grew up on like the Beatles and the Stones and the Kinks and all of that, so it's just that culture has always really inspired me. This is my favorite t-shirt in the world. It's falling apart. I'm wearing it inside out. It's a Van Halen shirt from God knows when, I don't know. It's my ex-boyfriend's shirt. I stole it from him. You know, I already get stared at like there's nobody's business with the bangs and like the dark eye makeup and all that. Like, I definitely get stared at a lot in LA because I'm not the LA aesthetic at all, obviously. It's a weird material. I don't know what material this is, but it has all these openings here and then here, and I don't care what people think for the most part, which is great. I mean, obviously everyone to an extent cares, but I definitely, as far as my physical attributes, I'm happy with everything and I wouldn't change them. I would have by now. I'm 29, so I haven't yet. So I think it's really important just to be really comfortable in your own skin.